Let me love you. Let me like I'm supposed to.
Ooh, that's
morning,
pretty. That
everybody.
would make for a good marriage first dance.
Yeah, it had a really smooth sound to it, didn't it?
Very pretty. And that's what I want to talk about today, Miss Molly, is marriages that fail because of first dances.
That's the reason they fail? Because they picked the wrong song?
Yes, according to this study. My question to you is, have you chosen a song for your first dance at your wedding?
No song. It's not, it's not going to be, I was going to say formal, but it's just much more casual. No first wedding song, no first dance.
Okay, well then you're in luck because hopefully this won't predict your marriage. But according to this study, the first dance matters, and people who dance to a certain song tend to get divorced and others tend to stay happy. So is there any song that you think of that, you've thought, oh, that's a really pretty song to dance to? Does anything come to mind? I know it's kind of a hard question.
I remember reading years ago that a lot of people picked the Etta James song, At Last. A lot of people pick those old crooner type songs. That's one that comes to mind. So a lot of people pick country songs because it seems like there are a lot of country music stars who write music to be the first dance.
Yeah, and there's a lot more emotional songs in country. Well, they say the most popular song in terms of having a good marriage is Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis.
Oh, really?
So,
that's cute.
Yeah, that's the most popular.
Okay. And is there one that has a bad outcome?
Well, there's one that leads to the happiest marriages. 77% of people who dance to this as their first song stay married, and it's Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Aw, that's cute. Mm-hmm. See, I like those old songs.
I know, I like that one too. Okay, here's the thing though, 75% of people that dance to this first dance get a divorce. That song is Little Thing by One Direction.
Some people pick that as their first song?
Yes. Do you know Little Things? I don't even know that song.
I don't know.
I haven't thought about it.
I don't know this song, but I just wouldn't think of One Direction for the first song, I guess.
So here's my thought, is if you're picking One Direction as your first dance, you're probably really young.
That's
and maybe
exactly
a
what I
little
was going to
bit
say.
too young to be making that commitment.
Right? Yes, I think you're right. that makes sense. That's just common sense.
Says the 40-year-old who's unmarried. Okay, so
it's okay. It's just like you're excellent with parenting advice. You don't have children, but you're like the best parent I know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Here's the last thing I'll say about it, though, is they say if you dance to this genre, you're likely to stay married and be very happy as well. Do you want to guess this?
Country.
No, it's Disney songs.
Oh, yeah, because then you're cute. That's why you stay married.
I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I love that. All right, well, it's our sound off question today. Go to our Facebook page and tell us what's your favorite wedding song. We want to hear about it. I want to say something about what on this wedding note. There's a mask policy. Most places, if you're going to actually have an event, have a policy before guests. But now what they're saying is before guests even RSVP, they want to know your mask policy. In fact, 70% of guests who are attending a wedding say they wanted to receive health and safety information, those details, before they decide if they're going or not. This is according to the Knot. And they had a huge percentage of weddings canceled between September 2020, so last month, and January 2021. But what's interesting is a percentage are not changing their date, but have added health precautions. And that was around a little under 30%. But I find this interesting. October weddings, because it tends to be a popular month, there are 104,000 weddings scheduled with 14.1 million guests, which is pretty incredible. But a lot of people have gotten creative about communication, like color coding bracelets. So these bracelets will say, I'm a 6-foot person. So I want 6 feet between me and someone else, and always a mask.
Offices too.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I think that's interesting because I know a lot of people who they went ahead and had the wedding anyway. And truthfully, I think now I know it's sad and you have to change a lot of things and people who are planning to have a big wedding. But I think it's a wonderful excuse to have a smaller engagement, and something that costs a little bit less and not feel any pressure to have something so big that can get more expensive. So I think it's actually a really special time for couples and kind of gives them a little bit more leniency on the kind of ceremony they can hold and who they can invite.
Yep, I totally agree. Good point.
Huh. All right. Well, I love that. I want to move on to raking leaves because everybody's thinking about it.
Yeah, because everybody
who's
has
got
a
a yard.
ton. Yeah, I mean, I can't get over after the job is done, the next time you look out your window, how thick the heap is.
Covered. Well, you know, Mark, who I'm dating, his yard has many, many trees hovering over it. And so he has this leaf blower. And I posted it the other day. I was like, how satisfying is this? Just watching how easily. And he did his whole backyard like this with the leaf blower. I was like, that is so satisfying. But he'll have to do that like 4 more times with that many or more leaves.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I can see there's a tremendous sense of accomplishment with that, just like I get from doing laundry. Yes, absolutely. I think we've got a video of our multimedia producer's nephew doing it as well. What's his name, Paul? What's your nephew's name? It's Louie.
Louie.
Check out Louie.
That is so huge on him.
Is that so cute? I can't believe he can carry that. But what cracks me up about this as we're looking at it is it doesn't seem like he's making a lot of progress or headway with the leaves.
No, what I learned too is that the wind has to be going a specific direction in terms of where your yard is facing, or they'll all just blow backwards on you. So you do need to be sure of that. But there was an article, I just want to say this before we go, that talked about why you should leaf the leaves on your lawn. Leaf the leaves. Just leave them there.
Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, leave them alone. So they basically say it's good for biodiversity. There's frogs and insects that might hibernate under them. And this is obviously if you don't have a ton of leaves, but if you've got sort of a soft covering. It's food for birds, and they say it's also good for the lawn as long as there's not too many. So a lot of people now argue that you can leave them there. Yeah, leave them alone. But the thing is, it's like what you said, because in the early part of the season, we mow them and mulch them into the yard or whatever that word is. But once they get so thick, you have to get rid of them. And a lot of communities now are doing a good job of picking up leaves. Yes. And so I love that.